right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Daisy Wealth Multiplier System. My name is Solomon James, and I will always begin by saying that you are only one financial vehicle away from a totally different life. What we'll be discussing tonight, it's one that will set you on your toes. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, into the future, with a glimpse of hope and not despair, just waiting for all of this to unfold so that we can see how the trajectory of our life, or even perhaps just 2021, can be a defining moment for every one of us. So for everyone joining in, I want to truly appreciate you for taking time out to join us. And I want to say thank you and welcome. But first, everyone joining us basically is looking for something. And what I might be looking at is different from what you are looking at. So first question will be, what are you looking out for? Because as we begin to observe our surroundings and look at the way people are actually structuring their lives and their wants and their needs and all of that, there is a pattern here that people are spending their life looking for solution to some of the following outcomes, which I'll quickly outline. Number one is the fact that people are looking for cash flow. Anything that will give you legitimate cash flow, consistent cash flow, is something that people truly appreciate. I met a young man today who said to me, he's married, and he said, "Look, I'm going." So I said, "How are you? How is the family?" He said, "I'm having emotional strain, and I'm having financial strain." And I said to him, "Listen, a major chunk of your emotional strain, especially as a young couple, I can quickly tell you, is tied to some financial strain. Once your cash flow begins to dwindle, your pressure increases. So anywhere we can get legitimate cash flow coming is something that we truly encourage. So today people are looking out for cash flow. Others are looking for passive income, because we do not want what happened in 2020 to repeat itself again. You were having cash flow, suddenly the entire world was shut down. There you find out that cash flow was not enough. Now you need a passive cash flow. So you can see there's a distinction. We used to talk about multiple streams of income. Now people are not looking for multiple streams of income. They're looking for multiple streams of passive income, because if the entire world is shut down and all your income used to be from actively being engaged out there, then again, you might find out you might come under some kind of financial constraint. So people are looking for cash flow, while others are looking for systems that help them create wealth so that they look into tomorrow with smile, with joy, laughing and knowing that things are well taken care of. Well, I do not know which of this category you fall into, perhaps cash flow, passive income, or wealth creation, or perhaps you are looking for all three of them. What I will say to you is, welcome. You are in the right place. But just what if you could create both cash flow and wealth from anywhere with just a mobile phone and internet connection, enabling you to live and work from anywhere in the world? Think about it. Just what if you could design your lifestyle and you decide the agenda of how you get to spend each day? Well, I don't think there is need for another what if, because what you are looking for is available and the solution already has been created. It's a decentralized artificial intelligence system that is called Daisy. Permit me to give you a short intro into what Daisy is, and we will take the launch from there. Have a listen.
Financial technology companies before they go public, and at the same time, that which rewards and income are becoming part of working platform. Tokens, equity, and income. Welcome to Daisy. Daisy, which stands for Decentralized Ecosystem, is a smart contract that is truly breaking rules and with contributions in its first 30 days, Daisy has positioned them as its $1 million project of its kind. For as little as a 100 USDT contribution, Daisy members have instant access to profits, equity, and income. And it is all done with 100% transparency. doesn't stop with that. Every member sells 70% of the profit rewards generated by performance in the tax areas. Daisy's most crowdfunding is USDT. Just proposed. Contract. Daisy, the most powerful income. If you own the idea, financial technology companies, if you want to take advantage of digital revolution, you're open to diverse equity and income. We hope that you understand attention and watch the next. You could very well be the smartest 10-minute decision you have ever made.
Okay. So you cannot hear again. You can hear me well. Vario, can you hear me? All right. Please, if you can hear me, type in a yes. Let me know you can hear me while we take this legal disclaimer. Can anyone still hear me, please? Somebody just said he or she can hear me. Can you hear me, please? Let me check. Okay, yes. Okay, I can be heard. So let's fix this quickly. Now, there's a legal disclaimer to this, and we'd like to put this for all intents and purposes, that purchasing the DAISY crowd fund packages is a contribution to the equity crowd fund for the DAISY AI developer that is not a trading investment. Endotech is giving both shares of stock in the company and profit sharing from trading results to each contributor as crowdfunding rewards. Again, prior to Endotech going public, shares of Endotech stock will be rewarded to each crowdfund contributor, and stock certificate will require a KYC verification of each contributor's legal identity before any shares of stock can be rewarded. That in the case that Endotech does not go public, the equity will be converted into dividend for each contributor. The trading account will be used for the purpose of testing and developing, and past performance does not guarantee future results and is for informational purposes only. Please understand that historical performance shown are also the result of compounding profits, and profit rewards are contingent upon profitable trading performance, and results again are not a guarantee. All performance will be visible with full transparency to each crowdfund contributor, and up to 46% of funds are designated in the smart contract for marketing via the referral reward plan, and this is currently officially not in the US market. So let's dive into what this is all about. So what is DAISY? Well, this is an equity crowdfunding model for the financial technology sector. It's a decentralized autonomous organization through the use of smart contracts on public blockchain. So we are not a company. It's a model where everyone can win with profit, equity, and income. And currently we are crowdfunding Endotech for the DAISY AI project. So it's a community of people. We are venture capitalists, if you want to put it that way. Basically, that's what we are. So we fund projects, we fund dreams, and we bring dreams alive. So currently we are crowdfunding Endotech for the DAISY AI project. And everyone that is making this contribution toward funding each idea or dreams that we choose to collectively be involved with will be receiving exclusive stock, equity, and staking reward. So there are two things here. You'll be getting stock equity, and you also be getting staking reward. I will explain both. So what is DAISY AI? Now, it's a decentralized AI system being developed by Endotech. So we are like the Shark Tank, and Endotech is bringing their dream for us to be able to be a part of in bringing that dream to life. So the DAISY AI is a decentralized AI system being developed by Endotech. However, the Daisy AI is the next generation of AI trading. So it's a trading system. Now, Daisy AI will significantly multiply the current AI performance of whatever Endotech is doing right now, which again, they have fantastic record and result. But with what we are crowdfunding to bring to life, the result will be a minimum of 4x. Now, Daisy AI is the first project capitalized by the Daisy Crowd Fund. We have another project that we're about to be a part of, and many others are lined up. People are coming to the Daisy community door asking to be funded, okay, to be a part of their dream because they see what is already beginning to happen. Daisy AI will be receiving 10 million US dollars for development from the referral plan towards this first project. Already of this 10 million, over 2.1 million already has been received. The target for live Daisy AI trading account is 500 million in the Daisy fund. And as I speak to you, out of this 500 million, 64 million of that is already available. Daisy AI is Endotech's path to becoming a public company, which is why you will be rewarded with stock equity for being a part of their dream. So who is Endotech that is actually spearheading this first project? Well, it's the first technology partner for the Daisy Crowd Fund, and they are a global fintech company specializing in AI trading system. They have a roadmap to complete Daisy AI and be publicly traded next year, 2022. They are currently providing AI trading system for top financial institutions, and they have a proven track record of high-performing results. It's founded by Dr. Anna Baker, and all of this is operated by top AI scientists. So who is Dr. Anna Baker that is leading the charge around Endotech? Well, she is very passionate about artificial intelligence, and our deep learning algorithm manages over $1 billion of investment, which is asset under management, and this has been deployed in managing institutional monies for more than a decade. Our team of AI scientists have more than 20 proprietary AI systems in operation, and this serves as the AI investment backbone of training at more than 150 investment firms across the United States, Europe, and Asia. At the age of 20, Dr. Anna was able to solve a 38-year-old unsolved mathematical problem using what she called an approximation algorithm by a factor of 2. Today, that which she solved now has wide application in operating system, database system, and VLSI chip design. So she's considered a genius of a sort. She's worked with CMA, CBOT, FCM, and other participants of the futures and commodity ecosystem to promote algorithmic trading platform both to retail and institutional clients. Following her PhD in artificial intelligence at the Eli Technical University in Israel, where she resides, Dr. Baker has founded and sold several AI companies in the fintech space and is currently the founder and CEO of Endotech. Her publications have been distributed in the leading AI financial circles across Europe and America, and her machine learning systems have been integrated into some of the world's largest and most successful banks and funds worldwide, including Dragon Holding, even up to MF Global. Now, understand that they, like I said, they have over 20 strategies and proprietary systems that they are using. So this is one of such. But again, understand that past performance is not indicative of future performance, and what we show you is for informational purposes only. We can see here that they started this trade with $1 million, and if you go to their website, endotech.io, you'll discover that the institutional license for you to engage them is 125,000 US dollars payable every year, with a minimum of $1 million to trade with. So they started trading for this client $1 million. This was January 2018, and in just about 34 months, and even though in these 34 months they had 21 winning months and 13 losing months, they still were able to turn this $1 million to over $22 million because they made over 2,200% in just 34 months. Guys, think about that. If I were to give you, or you were to give Endotech 1 million, and in 34 months you come back, it has turned to 22 million, just because you are paying just 125,000 US dollars, will you be willing to take that? That's what is happening here. Annualized, they are doing over 800% per annum. Now, this is another strategy. This trade actually began September 1 up to November 11 last year, just for about 70 days. In 70 days, it was even a 10,000 USDT trading account, And in 70 days, that account had done almost about 300%. And yet they still had one winning month and one losing month. So as we can see, Endotech has a track record with creating AIs that work. And what we are now crowdfunding is to be creating 4 times the result. This is even their current AI. So imagine when the Daisy AI is now fulfilled next year, and you now begin to see amazing results. And you'll be glad you were part of that dream. Now, this is another live reward from our community. This trade began, somebody began here April 1st to April 24, which was just 2 days ago. And yet in just about 45 days or so, this person was already doing 36%. You can see here $24,000 in profit. Now understand, compounded in a year, you get to see what is happening. And in the last few weeks, you've seen the market dip in about 50%, 60%. For most of us who are part of this community, check your account, you don't see a 60% drop. You don't see a 50% drop. Most people are seeing a max of about 2% drop. That's to tell you the tight protective system to make sure your what they are trading, your fund or your participation is preserved. There are 2 types of ROI. We have return on investment, which is the dream of everybody. But when you begin to lose, it becomes a return of investment. You begin to pray for your capital to come back. So Endotech is very tight in what they do. So 36%, this is good, just for 45 days. Most persons have seen more results even than this in their portfolio. So, okay, let's get on. And like I said, all of this can be monitored from your phone, from anywhere in the world. You can see everything that is happening on your device, and you'll be happier for that. I was part of those that beta tested it in January. We had a 4-day beta test of the system. I was one of few people who had the opportunity to beta test this, and it's been working, and we are withdrawing. We are checking it out. So again, I just showed you what happened. This is my own personal account, and if I have time, I'll show you more when we are done. There's a roadmap with Endotech. Now, Endotech is not being launched because of Daisy. Endotech is a 9-year-old company that have been in existence since 2012. So they started the commercial use of the AI trading in 2018. In 2017, actually, they started developing it just as they are developing the super AI right now. And in 2018, they moved out for commercial use. In 2020, Endotech was evaluated over $100 million US. And in March this year, which was 46 days ago, we were able to have a kind of the launch of the system, which is where a lot of us right now are coming into this. Okay. Just a minute, guys. So 2021, the crowdfunding of the 10 million already had begun. Like I said, we already have 2.1 million there. Phase 1 development is on. Out of the 500 million that is needed, we've already raised 64 million. So like I said, it's a venture capital system, and we are participating to make sure this works. Now, while we are making that happen, something exciting has just been announced, and just this 2021, basically in another 2 months or so, July 1st, something amazing will be unfold, which will be the Daisy IDO DeFi Launchpad. Remember, we are a crowdfund venture capitalist community. So a lot of people are coming wanting their dreams to be funded. So, and over 50% of them happen to be in the DeFi space. So the Daisy community right now is creating a DeFi Launchpad for that to come alive. More light will be thrown shortly. Then we'll be moving into this same 2021, the Daisy, we're having additional Forex AI trading added to the Daisy platform. Actually, we're even looking at this for 2022, and they're already fast tracking it to make sure this also is launched in 2021 using AI in trading the Forex. Then 2022, Daisy AI will be completed, Endotech will go public, you become a part of all of that, and everybody is happy. Now, for those of us who are making the contribution, what do you get for contributing towards this dream. Again, understand you are a venture capitalist, guys. You are a venture capitalist, so we are funding dreams. And these are first projects. On this webinar tonight, I will share two projects, two projects with you, but these are first one. For everyone that is contributing, this is what will happen. You can fund up to 10 crowdfunding tiers. The minimum is $100 in USDT. And everyone that gets to contribute gets a proportional share of 5% of Undetect stock. Like I said, if you get to watch Shark Tank, you see, so some want to take 10%, they want to take so percent for being a part of that. So we are funding Endotech. While we are funding it, based on your contribution, the Endotech is releasing 5% for the DAISY community to share and be a part of them. Now, 50 to 70% of each contribution will be used in trading for development. Remember that apart from funding them with 10 million US dollars for the development of the AI, 500 million is needed in that pool for that AI to be traded with. Now, for every contribution that you make, 50 or 70% of that is used in this trading. Please understand that DAISY is not a trading platform, but we are funding a platform that creates AI for trading. And because we are part of that, they are using a portion of that money to trade the monies that are being contributed. And 70% of the trading profit will be rewarded back to you while they are still developing the AI. So they are using their current system to trade while they reward you. Please, all questions will be taken when I am done. Note it down so that you don't forget, so that we can all benefit from your body of question. Now, 15% of the trading profit is being rewarded to the residual plan. Remember, it's 100%, so whatever they make, 70% goes to you, 15% is rewarded back to the community, while 15% goes back to Endotech as performance fees. Now, every contributor can withdraw their trading reward at any time, unless there is an update and you'll be notified that there is an update, something is happening, or like a couple of weeks ago when KPMG, one of the top 4 auditing companies in the world, was auditing them. So you don't want to withdraw when KPMG is auditing you, so it doesn't look like a fraud. So this is a legitimate system. All contributors are able to participate in the DAISY referral plan. It's 100% optional. You must not share this with other people, but if you choose to, you can do that. And the referral plan pays up to 46% of each contribution. Now, we are using smart contracts for a distribution of this fund. So for you to participate, everyone will need a Tron wallet. Go to www.tronlink.org, tronlink.org. Download either on your iOS, Android, or Chrome extension on your laptop. Fund it with the corresponding amount that is needed, which we'll talk about shortly. Now make your contribution to the DAISY pool. When you make the contribution to DAISY, because we are not a company, there is no CEO, there is no accountant, there is nothing. So who will be moving the money? That's why we're using a smart contract, okay, decentralized autonomous organization working on a blockchain. That is simply divided into segments. First segment for everyone who makes a contribution. Remember, 50% to 70% of your contribution will be put into live trading in what we call the DAISY fund. For those of us who choose to build a community, build a tribe, share with our friends, up to 46% goes into the referral plan. Now, for those of us who have, all of us, not those, all of us, because everybody's money goes into the live trading. Now, that money is being released to Endotech, again, through the smart contract. And as the Endotech begins to trade, as they trade, like I've just enumerated, 70% will come to you personally, 15% will come to the community. So basically, that's 85% profit, returning back to the wallet of those who are earning those such. For the rest of us that are building a community, building a tribe, 46% is available. And as you share and as you are being rewarded, it goes to your Tron wallet. So the circle of distribution is Tron in, Tron out. But why are we using the Tron blockchain? We're using the Tron USDT TRC20. Please note that there are different types of, there is one USDT, but working on different protocols. There is the one working on ERC20. That's under the Ethereum protocol. There's one running under the Binance protocol, BEP20. So please know what you are sending so that you do not lose your fund. So we're using the Tron USDT TRC20. Now, it's very important to use this because USDT is the number one USDT blockchain, allows for instant payout and distribution of funds. So, like I said, there is no human interference in all of this. It allows for everything to happen instantly and the funds are distributed. It removes the need for a company to be in control. It allows all promises to be executed instantaneously with 100% transparency. You can track it on the blockchain and see everything alive. The Tron blockchain is among the fastest and is the most scalable, and it integrates with most cutting-edge DApp, wallet and browsers. And Tron is a top emerging decentralized app with a very, very big future. Now, for those of us who are very busy, some of us are busy, we do not have time, you just want to be a part of a project and get some rewards out of it. Some of us bought shares those days, not because you were willing to go and work in UB or GTB or Dunlop that are folded out and I still have their shares. So I don't know what to do with everything I did. But again, you want to be passive. So the system says you can be passive. You can benefit even if you do not refer anybody. There are three things you get being passive, just being a part of this project. Number one, you are going to earn equity. So there's potential return from selling Endotech stock or receiving dividends in the future. Number two, trading reward. Remember, there's potential reward from successful trading performance using Endotech's current AI system on the Daisy fund. So while they are developing, they are trading and you are withdrawing. Such beautiful passive way. Number three is that you can potentially earn what we call matrix spillover, because we run a 3x10 matrix system. And even if you have not brought anybody, somebody came to me yesterday, somebody came visiting, and he said to me, I just opened my account and I found out that I've earned and I've not brought anybody. That's what we are talking about. It's called a matrix spillover because it's a 3x10 matrix. We'll throw more light on this. Now, like I said, there are 10 ways you can participate. Tier 1 to Tier 10, what you might call Pack 1 to Pack 10. All contribution between Tier 1 to Tier 7 will be divided 50-50. It means anything you contribute, 50% will go into the Daisy fund for your trading, 50% will go into the Daisy crowd for the referral side. So you can, everybody begins with $100. Okay, split at 50-50. And you have, that's why I said you also get shares, 1 unit of share. The next one is $200. You get 3 shares. $400, you get 7 shares. $800, you get 15 shares. Somebody yesterday asked me, can't I start with 800? I say, no, you can't start with 800. It is done sequentially. You must have bought Tier 1. Then you move to Tier 2, which is 200, and contribute 200. Then you move to Tier 3, which is 400. So meaning doing Tier 1 to Tier 3 is giving you 700 in total contribution. If you want to do Tier 4, that's an extra 800. 700 plus 800 is 1,005. So it doesn't matter which one you feel you are fitted for, but I'll tell you, by the time I go into the next thing, you'll see the reason why you want to go higher. Now, anything contributed between Tier 1 to Tier 7 will be shared 50-50. So you have 50% of that passively trading, and you are getting those rewards that you can withdraw at any time. Any contribution made between Tier 8 and Tier 10 will be shared 70-30, meaning 70% of it will be going into passive trading for you. Think about that. Very beautiful. You are now making more passive income from entry 8 to entry 10. So if you want to go all out, 1 to 10, it will be costing you $102,300, which is still lesser than the licensing fee of Endotech, which is $125,000 US. And yet you still need to provide $1 million for them to start trading. And yet, look at what is happening with less than that. You can even max out the entire packages here. Now, let's talk about the referral plan. For those of us who don't want to be involved in this, that's fine. But again, your money is already working. You have your stock equity, you have your trading going on. You could get some spillovers that you can enjoy from. Beautiful. Just hold on a minute because I'll come back to you to show you another way you can earn passively. But for those of us who choose to share, even those of us who are passive can be heavily rewarded here. And let me take you through that. Now, there are 3 levels, 3 ways you earn in the referral system. What we call upfront income. The second one is residual income from trading profits. And the third one is a stock equity. Interestingly, all payments in the referral system are instantaneously paid out because we do not want back office money so that you can experience it. The money comes directly into your wallet. Remember, it's a smart contract. It's a blockchain protocol that is deploying it. So there is no office holding, there is no accountant to sign out. Everything comes straight to your Tron wallet. And please, guys, you are paid in USDT because it's USDT in, USDT out. Now, this is how you get to be rewarded for sharing this with friends. Anything any of your friend joins to contribute, you are going to earn 5% of that. So somebody just with $100, you earn 5%. If the person moves to 200, you still earn 5%. If the person goes to 400, you still earn 5%. If the person goes from tier 1 to tier 10, which is 102,300, you earn 5%. That's $5,115 just because you shared with one person. Now, guess what? If you had 10 of them, 20 of them, 100 of them, this can easily begin to bring in those cash flow. Okay? Now, you can earn matrix bonus up to 10 generations from every tier you yourself contribute. Now, remember I said we run a 3x10 matrix, meaning your first generation is 3, your second generation is 9, your third generation is 27. It keeps going down up to 10 generations. There is a potential for you to earn a fraction of whatsoever other people are contributing. That's basically the word to use here. So every tier you contribute has its own matrix. So if you do tier 1 has its own 10 matrix system. If you do tier 2, it has its own 10 matrix system, and so on. So you unlock a new matrix for each tier contribution. We have 10 tiers, and each tier has its own matrix. Tier is the contribution you make. Matrix is the depth of your organization. I hope that is clear. So this is how the contribution tiers work. You start, everybody begins with $100 tier. So you make $100 tier, you are active. That opens up 10 generation. Like I said, it's 3x10. So you see 3, 9, 27, 81, up to 10. If you add up all of this, it's giving you 88,572. What this simply means is that each contribution tier that you fund lets you earn when those same tiers are funded within your matrix. So you are on $100 and people are coming under your structure who are also funding $100, you will be earning a percentage of their contribution. If you are on 200 and people are funding 200, you will also be earning a contribution, a percentage of their contribution. If you're on 400, the same thing. It simply means higher contribution tiers funded in your matrix will give you more potential of earning. So if I do tier 1 to tier 10, that would simply means 880, that would mean 88,572 into 10 places. So you're looking at about 885,720 funding potential that you can get because you are participating in this system. But please, if you are on $100 tier, you can't jump to 400. I've just explained that you've got to go sequentially. You go to 200, you go to 400. However, if somebody you got in goes to 200 before you, you will earn on 100 because you were on 100. On 200, you will earn the 5%, but you do not have a 500, you do not have a $200 matrix available to earn from. So that will be compressed to the next qualified member above you. So please go deeper if you have the ability to make that happen. Now, let's talk about this matrix bonus because it's so exciting. Your first 2 generations, you don't need any requirement, okay? In some cases, but I'll show you where in some cases at everything you can earn. Now, what does this mean? Let's say you got in here, you've just signed up. See, personal, 0. Funded, referral, 0. If 3 people were to fall under your structure, anything they contribute between tier 1 to tier 7, you'll be earning 4% of that. That makes you like a shareholder. Others are contributing who fall under your structure, and you are earning 4% of whatsoever they do. Think about that. That can simply accumulate to a lot of money. What of when they become 9? That can become a lot of money. And you are seeing those values here of what can happen. Now, from tier matrix 3, this is matrix 1, matrix 2, matrix 3, 3 people, matrix 4, you need 6 people, matrix 5, you need 9 people, and up to matrix 10, you need 24 people minimum. You can put 100 people. But however, first 2 generation is free. You don't need to do anything, you will earn. But for you to start earning from the 3rd generation, you need 3 people who have made a contribution of $1,000 cumulatively. Please, it is not $1,000 each individual. 3 people can do 1,000, meaning one person can do tier 1, tier 2. Tier 1 is 100, tier 2 is 200, tier 3 is 400. That's already 700. So one person can do tier 1 to tier 3. That's 700. It's remaining 300. It means another person can just do tier 1 and 2. That's 300. That's already 1,000. But the system says even though it's 1,000, please, you need 3 people. So the other person can even do 100, and that becomes 1,100. But you need a minimum of 3 people who have done 1,000. Now you earn from 27 people. Now, this is what happened. You don't need to know these 27 persons. Anything, as long as they fall under your matrix, anything they contribute from your 3rd generation, you'll be earning 3% of that, of anything to do between tier 1 and tier 7. If they go, if they go tier 8 to tier 10, you'll be earning 1.5% of that. And you think it's small money, 27 people doing tier 8 to tier 10, guys, that's 36,000 plus, and it's 1.5%. What if these 27 people are doing tier 1 to tier 7, and you are earning just 3%? That's 10,000 plus. I'm not telling you that it's 100 people yet. We are talking 27 people, and I've seen people who have built teams of 50,000, and here you can be doing this. In fact, just between here and here, you've done about 70,000 at the first 3 levels. So you can max it out by having 24 people who have done $128,000 and you can earn to any limit. It simply means if that is possible, there is a potential for you to earn as much as $198 million. Now, guys, let me show you something, because even for those of us, like I said, you choose to be, I don't want to talk to anybody. Look at what can potentially happen to you. Even if you are on $100, you started with $100, you made a contribution of $100, and people keep dropping under your structure, you are earning, you can earn up to $344,000 just with $100. $344,000, even if you don't bring one person, just with $100. Somebody say, how can that be possible? There's so much money here. So let me just leave here. Immediately you sign up, your first 48 hours after you sign up, there is no matrix required for you to earn. Matrix qualification is cancelled. You know, that's what we talk about grace. Grace is a suspender. Every requirement I just talked about, you need 3 people with 1,000, you need 6 people with 2,000, you needed 24 people with 128,000. In your first 48 hours, all of that is cancelled. You can earn matrix bonuses on all 10 generations. So if you do up to tier 4, your tier 3 can earn up to 10 generations. Your tier 4 can earn up to 10 generations. Whatever tier you purchase can earn up to 10 generations with your first 48 hours. We do not know where the spillovers can come in. It's not a guarantee, but in case it come in, the system says, let's allow you to earn that much. Now, there is no requirement for tier 1 matrix. I want to report that, which is why I said even if you're on $100, you can earn up to $344,000 without bringing a single soul. You earn from all 10 tier 1 generation. What does that mean? As spillovers are coming, anytime they come, whenever they come, please, you do not have control on that. Focus on your circle of concern. No, you begin to scream, I've not seen spillover. You are not creating it. So just whenever it comes, you will earn. But the system has now allowed everyone with $100 contribution. that even if you say, I just want to be passive, you are just focused on what you can get, but people are now dropping in your organization and up to 88,000 people come into your total generation, you can end up to 300 and something thousand. And guess what? You don't need to wait until it's 300 and something before you earn. You get your money. Once you have a minimum of $20, you can withdraw your money. So each person is dropping as they contribute. So all of those who are on tier 1, congratulations, you can earn passively without bringing a soul. Those of us who are engaged in tier 2, the system says, well, you can unlock tier 2 also up to 10 generation. However, you can only unlock tier 2 generation with only personal referral requirement. What does that mean? Just make sure you have 3 people in, and your entire generation will be unlocked. Just 3 people. Just 3 people. What are 3 people are doing 100? No, you're on tier 2, right? So that simply means you just have 3 people, no contribution requirement. Just have 3 people. It doesn't matter whether they do 100, whether they do whatever, but just have 3 people who come under your structure that you have personally brought in, and you are on tier 2. Okay, you can now earn 10 generation. So you unlock tier 2 matrix generation with only personal referral requirement. So you get your 3 people, but their contribution does not matter. Just get your people, your 3 people, and that is unlocked. For the rest of us, from tier 3 down to tier 10, you now need to meet those conditions. For example, if I'm on tier 3, I will need 3 people who have done $1,000 minimum for me to be able to earn on 27 people. Generation 4, I will need 6 people who have done 2,000 and all of that. So from tier 3 to tier 10, every role is required for you to earn, because those monies are in millions. So you must participate there. I hope that's clear, but if it's not clear, note it down. I'll answer your question when we are done. Now, there's what we call matrix check matching bonus. What does this mean? As I'm showing you all these monies that people are making, if you are the one that brought them in, you can also earn. So you got in somebody, you are on tier 1. Just like I said, let's even take the tier 1. You are on tier 1, even though you can earn up to 300 and something thousand without breaking anybody, but you happen to just get one person, and the person also get to earn 300 and something thousand, you earn 10% of that. You don't need to be a pastor to collect that tithe. If you are on any tier you are, as long as people are on that tier with you and they are earning whatsoever that tier is requires, you will be earning 10% of that. You'll be earning 10% of that. It's so beautiful. That's why you want to share with other people, because even if it's on $100 and the person gets to earn 300 and something thousand, you collect 10%, $34,000. Who wouldn't want that? Okay. Then we have what we call the pay setter bonus. Pay setter is for people who want to hit it. From the very day you sign up, 30 days begins to count for you. Now, your first 2 generations, you don't do anything, you will earn. But from your 3rd generation, it means there is activity. You need to contribute, have 3 people who have done $1,000 cumulatively for you to earn from 27 people. If you're able to make this happen in your first 30 days, they will gift you the next generation for free. Without having 6 people, 2,000, you can earn from 81 people in case it's going down. He said, but I only have 4 people. I'm not qualified by this. That's what Grace is speaking, that you did this in your first 30 days, they gift you the next generation. When you officially get 6 people and you meet this condition, they gift you the next generation. So you can go all out now and say, no, let me look for 12 people, and cumulatively, some are doing higher, some are doing lower. It's a mix, and you have up to $8,000 in total contribution. By the 12 of them, you'll be gifted matrix generation 7. Okay, so this is what is happening as pay setter. However, if you're able to make it to generation 10 means you need a minimum of 24 people and 128,000. You've maxed it out. The system says if you are able to unlock 10 generation in your first 30 days, you are now what we call a pay setter gold. You are now a pay setter gold. Now, what happens for people who are able to do this? Take a look. Unlocking this in your first 30 days, 10 people, 24 direct, 128,000. You get to share 1.8% of all global crowdfunding. So anywhere in the world, somebody contributes to this project, 1.8% of that is put in a pool that everybody that's become a pay setter will share it. So somebody signs up with joins with $100, 1.8% of that money is kept. Somebody signs up with two, whether it's in your team or not, anywhere in the world. So right now you get to start earning from the world. So think about, as this presentation is going on, right? Somebody right now is earning, is participating, is contributing, and 1.8% of that is put in a pool, and you can withdraw it instantaneously. Think about that. 1.25% of all global reward distribution. As people are earning from their trades, rewards are being withdrawn. 1.25% is also placed for pay setters, guys, and you can cash out instantaneously. 5% extra equity from Endotech, not the general one, just for the pay setter. As I speak right now, I think there are about 300 people who have just qualified for this. Plus 50% of all residual breaks. All of this must be done in your first 30 days. If you miss it in your first 30 days, it's gone. But there is still hope. If you miss it, now focus on helping your people not to miss it. If you have 3 people who personally join you and they are able to make pay setter, there is no time limit to qualify. It can take, each person has his own 30 days. So somebody can make it happen in July, another person makes it happen in December, another person makes it happen in July next year. As long as there are 3 of them that makes this happen, you now qualify as a pay setter leader. You have 1 share. If you have 6 people, you have 2 shares. What do you get? The same 1.8% of all global crowdfunding distribution, 1.25% of all global reward distribution, plus 50% of all residual breakage. There is no limit to this. Now, if you are able to qualify for both, congratulations, because what that simply means for everybody, and right now there are about 30 people that have qualified for the leadership oath, 300 people for the pay setter goal. So if you're able to qualify for both, think about what is happening. Every contribution anywhere in the world, 3.6% of that is available instantaneously worldwide, from worldwide contribution for you to participate in. Potentially of 2.5% of all trading profits happening. You are collecting 2.5% and you all share it instantaneously. It's divided and pays out instantly. So imagine thousands of deposits every single day. As once you meet the people, you have retired, because all you just need to be doing is flipping your phone. While you are sleeping, another country is awake. While you are busy, you are in traffic, another country is working, and the money is coming into your wallet, guys. And it is straight to your wallet, and you can just do whatever you want to do every day. Your retirement just got shortened. Well, remember I talk about that they are trading with a portion of your money. Everybody that withdraws, people get paid, which is why those of us that are building a team, if your direct team member withdraws, you are going to earn 3.5% of whatever they withdraw. Now, remember I said 70% is given to them for what they withdraw, 15% is paid back to the community. This is where that 15% is now divided. So any of your direct that withdraws, 3.5% you get from their own profit. Think about that. So if you now have 100 people who are happy withdrawing their profit, you are getting commission from them withdrawing their profit. Your own profit is still there. If their team, generation 2, that's their level 2, they got friends, and those friends who are withdrawing, you are getting 1%, up to 10 generation. Think about this. There is no limit. You can withdraw today. Next week, there is profit. You withdraw again. You withdraw the upper week. And as they are withdrawing, it means your own commission is also continuous from their withdrawal. This is quite massive. There are 3 categories of contributors in this first phase of our project. Tier 1 to Tier 7, I've already mentioned that 50% goes into the DAISY fund. Tier 8 to Tier 10, 70% will go into your DAISY fund. Then we have VIP customer, where you have 100% custody of your fund in your own personal account, not given to anybody. What makes you a VIP customer? It begins when you start from Tier 1 and you scale to Tier 10. You can go from Tier 1 to Tier 10 at once if you have the money. You can keep going at your own pace. I joined Tier 1 today. Maybe next month I have money plus my profits, I add it, or I use fresh money, I join, and I go to tier 2, go to tier 2, you get to tier 10. Once you get to tier 10, you are a VIP. In this case, now you are not giving money to Endotech, to Daisy. You open your own Binance account, put your money there, you have 100% control of that. Rather than a minimum $1 million, you can start with $20,000 minimum, and the fund stays in your personal wallet. They set up for you for 5%. The rest of the world is being set up for 10%, and they pay that money every year. You pay your 5% once set up for life. And just think, because you're a member of this community, you keep 80% of the profit, no longer 70% in the community. You are keeping 80%, 10% goes back to the community, 10% goes back to Endotech. And why this is happening, your other 70% in the community is also still trading for you. So you are making money both ways. Guys, this is an ATM machine, damaged ATM machine, spinning out money in your hand, and it's in your custody. That's project 1. So guys, let's talk about project 2. Remember, I told you Daisy is a community. Daisy AI is a project. Daisy is a community, and we are venture capitalists and we fund projects. So over the last couple of months, a lot of people have been coming to the Daisy community to say, just the way you crowdfund Endotech, why don't you crowdfund us, support our dream, and things like that. And by the time they look at the pool of the people coming, over 50% of them were coming from the financial sector. People wanted to launch tokens, launch different things. And one of the guys that was introduced into Daisy came into the Daisy community and started screaming. He's been involved in some of the biggest DeFi launch in history. Most of the biggest successful DeFi projects he's been involved. So the guy said, what are people doing? You have my 100,000 people. These are legitimate people, not Telegram people. I hope you know it's not everybody that is in Telegram that have money. Some people are looking for airdrop. Some people are people that just finished SS3. They are in Telegram too. But everybody on the Daisy platform is a paid member who contributed to this project. So these are matured minds who know what they are doing and they are participating. He said, you see people on Telegram, 5,000, they are launching. 10,000, they are launching projects. And you have about 100,000, and over 50% of the people coming to you are in this thing. Guys, you have something to do. That is what gave birth to this next project, which is our own Daisy DeFi token and IDO Launchpad. So that everybody that has a dream, especially the DeFi token, can come here and they can launch it. So take a listen. Daisy DeFi Launchpad token will be available from July 1st to Daisy members. Daisy members first. So you cannot be a part of this if you are not a Daisy member. Open your ear, because what I'm going to say right now will be very interesting. So July 1st, it begins only for Daisy member. Now, Daisy, there is a DeFi summit that is happening. It's a digital summit that is happening June 10th to June 11th. And the Daisy community is the official sponsor of that summit. And this is now putting Daisy in the eye of the entire world. The CEO of Binance is speaking at that summit. The creator of MetaMask is speaking at that summit. The creator of Aave is speaking on, and many other top DeFi guys are coming to that summit. So imagine they are speaking and all you keep seeing is banner everywhere of Daisy. Now, guys, this is much more like the Super Bowl in America. That is the most expensive ad you can make in the US during the Super Bowl. Millions of eyes are there. And millions of eyes are turning around for this DeFi Digital Summit. And Daisy is now being pasted everywhere. And these guys are aware that Daisy is the one sponsoring this, and they are now endorsing what we are doing. Listen, in the next 3 weeks, what we are talking about here, you will see a massive pump in the community, because you cannot be a part of this DeFi token at the pre-sale price if you are not a member of Daisy. the community. So the Daisy DeFi will be listed on CoinMarketCap and other public exchanges. So you see how everything is building up very fast. We are having cross-chain DeFi Launchpad for our IDOs. Someone might say, what's cross-chain? I don't know if you are familiar with Uniswap. If you go to Uniswap, you only use Ethereum to make your purchases. Pancake, you use Binance, BNB, and the rest. Now, imagine what Daisy is trying to do is to create a launchpad that both Ethereum, which one did I call again? BNB, Tron, Cardano, any of these can be operated on our platform. So it's like you are creating a one-stop market square for people to launch. Not that, okay, some of us try to buy some things. You can only get it on Uniswap. Sometimes you want to buy some tokens. You can only get it on Pancake. Daisy is creating a one-stop platform where everything is available. So it's a cross-chain. Now, the Daisy token is the utility token for the Daisy launch platform. For those of us, again, you see, if you go to use Pancake, you see that Binance Smart Chain is what you use. It simply means it's giving value to the Binance Smart Chain, and that value continues to grow. So you see things like KuCoin. You see all these exchanges having their own coin and their own token. That brings the value. So the utility token for the Daisy Launchpad is the Daisy token. So everyone who wants, whether you are a member of Daisy or not, you want to buy, you must get that token. Now, staking Daisy token earns you free DeFi token in every project. So for those of us as members who get this token and you stake it, if tomorrow company XYZ comes to our platform and launch, because you have a stake Daisy token, you'll be receiving like what I would call free airdrop from them. So they have an arrangement where every company that launches or every project that launches on our platform will be giving members who have staked their token free token. So you might not need to buy too much because you are part of the system and you just keep getting them. Think about that for being a part of a community. Now, the valuation on CoinMarketCap will be beginning at $5 per token. $5 per token. That's where we are starting our pricing. And I'll show you something. Just stay with me. I'll take you into live something to show you something that will blow your mind. Daisy members can secure pre-sale token from 10 cents to $1. There will be 3 rounds of purchases for only members of Daisy, which is why nobody can buy this. As they are going to the summit, people who want to be a part of it, the only way they can do that is to come into the Daisy community. So the first round is 10 cents. You buy. Then they will close it. The second round is 25 cents, only for members. Third round will be $1 for members. So after they are done, they now go open it to the rest of the world for the more like IBCO for between $1 to $5. But once it hits the market, it's hitting the market at $5. So imagine you are a member, you bought it at 10 cents and it's now selling at $1. That's already 10 times your money, even before it goes to the market, because even members will be buying it at $1. So guys, I beg of you, if you are a part of the Daisy community, you don't want to miss this, and I will show you. If it's going to be listed at $5, you are already doing 50x of your money. And all of this is happening within the next 2 months. So just God keep you alive. Something is about to happen. So peer-to-peer model only for Daisy member pre-sale. So all the pre-sale is just because you are part of the community. Remember, this platform is not running on MLM, because when we go to Binance or you go to Pancake, we don't do MLM there. You will still buy, we still use. It's because you are part of this initial platform that is funding this, that they are giving us this insider break. If you know anything about pre-sale, pre-sale is in thousands of dollars, 10,000 minimum, 150,000. But now you can be a part of it according to the tier where you are. So if you're $100 tier, you can buy this 10 cents up to your $100. If you're on $200 tier, you can buy up to 200. If you're on tier 7, which is 12,700, you can buy up to that. Think about that. So don't limit yourself, because I'll show you some of the numbers and it will blow your mind. 46% of token purchase goes into the Daisy smart contract. Again, as people are purchasing, okay, even members of your team in the first project they are purchasing, you are still making money again. There are 3 bonus pools for Daisy members with 10 million tokens in each pool. Referral bonus are paid out instantly. As people are buying their tokens, you are being paid in USDT for what they are purchasing also. Token packs follow current genealogy and reward. So everything I've just talked about in the Daisy referral structure will also be applying for the community, because we're all part of the community and we are buying. So even if you don't buy and your team member buys, you're also going to earn. Token pre-sale is limited to 30% of total supply. Total supply is $1 billion. 1 billion, sorry, not 1 billion, 1 billion coin. And Daisy is a deflationary token. What does that mean? As people are using it, it will be burning out. So making it reduce in quantity, making it scarcer, more scarce, and the value will be rising. And Daisy member can buy tokens up to their current contribution tier. So I was discussing with somebody yesterday. The person said, he said, Jason, let's look at this number. He is on tier 6. Tier 6 is about 6,400. So he said, if I buy 6,400 worth of tokens at 1 cent, that will be giving me 64,000 tokens. I said, yes. He said, 64,000 tokens. I said, yes. He said, and that is because I am buying it at 1 cent. Even members will still buy it at $1. It means at $1, that's already $64,000. That's the members' price for those who come late to buy. He said, that means 64,000. I said, yes. He said, and the minimum listing price is $5. I said, yes. He said, then that's already $300 and something thousand. I said, yes. He said, then you multiply that by your Naira value if you want to convert to Naira. He said, what are we looking at? We are looking at almost 160 million here. I said, possible. He said, this is mind-blowing. So why will I keep myself on a $100 tier? In any case, even a $100 will benefit. If you're on a $100 tier, 1 cent will give you 1,000 units. It means at $1, you are already earning $1,000 from your $100. When they go live at $5, it means with your $100 will be giving you $5,000. Have you seen why everybody here is winning? Everybody in this community. And guys, what we are talking about is only for members of this community. Nobody outside can buy it. So please stay tuned and be prepared. If you need to upgrade fast so that you don't miss out. Now, they also this was something a few of us were brainstorming on a meeting with Michael Force and a few leaders. I was part of that meeting. That a lot of people are waiting for spillover. People are creating spillovers for others. So what is the benefit of creating spillovers for others? So they now decided to integrate that into this token. When you refer 4 people to Daisy between today and June 11, if you refer 4 people to Daisy with a total of $1,000 in total contribution, not each person, 4 of them, you get to earn a share in the Daisy token spillover maker pool. So what they are doing, like I said, they have 3 pools. 1 pool is for people who are creating this spillover. They are putting 10 million tokens there. Out of the 1 billion, they take 30 billion. So they put 10 billion into that pool. So that for every 4 person you share this with, who cumulatively of that 4, they've done $1,000, you will get a unit, a share to be able to share out of that 10 million token. So some of us, just for sharing with others who are coming in, will be getting free tokens, and you can earn unlimited shares. Number two, the second pool of the 10 million token for people who are pay setter. Remember, I've already told you pay setters are just collecting money. But now for being pay setter, another 10 million token is allocated only for pay setter. And currently, I just 30 people, 300 people. So imagine sharing 10 million by 300 people. See how many millions of tokens you'll be getting. Then the third one is for those that are pay setter leadership. There are just 30 of them, and you put 10 million being shared by 30 people. Guys, if you can hit pay setter, you are cast. Trust me. Because let's even say you get 1 million token. And it goes to $1. Then it now starts at $5. What are we talking about here? So these are the things we are talking about today. As a matter of fact, let me just give me a second. If you are still here, let me show you something live so that you understand what this is all about. That we are not, what we have here. Let me stop this and share. I hope you can see my screen. Let me use this. Let me use my Brave. Now, guys, this is a coingecko.com. Please, can you see my screen? Just type a yes if you can see my screen, because there's something I want to do. So that I'm sure nobody's missing anything. Can I just get one feedback if you can see my screen? Okay, let me see. Yes, okay, thank you. Thank you, Kufre, thank you. Please, guys, take a look. This is CoinGecko. You can do the same thing on CoinMarketCap. Look at this. Top 10 DeFi coins by market capitalization. So let me show you something here. Top 10. Number one is Uniswap. Currently, Uniswap is $26. $26. Let me check Uniswap and see what has happened with Uniswap since inception. Guys, just follow my screen because this is exciting to behold. Let me do max. So basically, Uniswap has just been around for 8 months. 8 months. September last year was when Uniswap was actually launched. And you can see that all-time low here was $1. $1. All-time high was 24 days ago. So Uniswap went from $1 to $44 in 8 months. $1 to $44. So it means if you had just 1,000 units of Uniswap, that you would have bought perhaps at $1,000. Because the pre-sale of Uniswap was even at 50 cents. Was at 50 cents. So you have $44. Guys, it didn't take 1 year. It was 8 months. This May 3rd, $44. Currently is at $26. Even if you bought at $1 and it's $26, are you still making money? Yes, you are. I'm trying to show you where that our $5 beginning price does not even hold water. Not to talk of what will happen in another 6 months or 8 months. Uniswap only operates with Ethereum, and we are using a cross this thing. So let's go back. Stay with me. Stay with me, guys. This is not the everyday webinar. So what was number 2 on the list? Chainlink. Chainlink. But let me even leave Chainlink. Let me come to Pancake. Pancake is basically used a lot by a lot of people. A lot of things are on Pancake. So guys, currently Pancake is $18. But let me come down and see what has happened to Pancake since inception. Guys, Pancake was launched 7 months ago. 7 months ago. You can see it. And it was even 1 cent. 1 cent and 9. In fact, oh God. This is 19 cents. 19 cent plus. So it's not even up to 2. No, not what am I saying? This is 2. Yep, 0.19. So it's not even up to $1. It's not up to 2 cents. It's not up to 2. No, this 19 cents. This 19 cents because 0.2. Am I missing my math? Okay, let me not confuse myself. But just look at this. 0.19 is not up to $1. It's not up to 0.5. Self is 0.19. Take a look again. 26 days ago, Pancake rose to $43. Okay, let me see. Somebody is probably giving me the right thing. 19 cents. Thank you very much, sir. 19 cents. Yeah. So at 19 cents, and you are buying the Daisy token for 10 cents. And in 7 months, which was even 26 days ago, it rose to $43. $43 from 19 cents. So again, your $5 start for your Daisy DeFi is a bonus to the world. And we already have by 100,000 in the community, not Telegram children. Even right now at the price of $18, because the market has dropped, okay, where is it? The market has dropped. It has even dropped 48%, 58% in the last 26 days. It is still doing over 9,000%. 9,000%. Now, where were you 7 months ago? Did you see that this DeFi Launchpad was going to launch, was going to explode? I'm showing you. Perhaps let me show you one more. Let me show you one more so that you understand why we're excited, why we are screaming for people to jump on this. I can show you too many, but let me even show you Aave. Aave is one interesting one, even though it has been around. Current price of Aave is 372. Aave has even been around a while. So let me look at Max here and show you what is happening. Aave was even listed a little bit, I think the pre-sale was about $10 or thereabout. But you can see all-time low of Aave. Guys, take a look. Wait, am I still on? Let me look. What's this? Aave, okay? 300 or something. Guys, take a look. All-time low was 7 months ago. The same 7 months ago, $26. All-time high, 8 days ago, $661. Guys, I'm showing you projects that just have been creating millions between 6 months and 8 months ago. Not 1 year projects yet. That's why the DeFi is trending. Please go to CoinMarketCap or go to CoinGecko, go to that DeFi and just be checking all this thing. I'm showing you live. It's not theory. If you had put in $26 and just within 7 months it rose to $661. And imagine people who had the opportunity to buy this at pre-sale in cents. So when we say that, let me pause this and come back here. And where is my? Okay, yeah. So let's do this. So when we say you have the opportunity to get this at 10 cents, guys, you don't want to miss it at 10 cents. Even if you miss it, second round is 25 cents. You can buy more. Or even at $1. I have shown you how projects have moved from $1, less than $1, to $44, to 600 and something dollars. Guys, there is no way December will not make you smile. The only prayer we pray, God keep every one of us alive. So, all I can say is that join today. Position yourself to earn from both the Daisy AI platform and the upcoming Daisy DeFi token and Launchpad. And guess what? That of the Forex is still loaded, still for this 2021. Have you seen how one platform is becoming multifaceted to create wealth for everybody? These are not rocks that people pull. These are real community. You are real, I'm real, and we are part of this community. Why your Daisy is working, your trading is working, your stock is loading, your DeFi is loading. Everybody coming on a DeFi platform is giving you, because you are staking, you are getting free coin. Because the one I just calculated, I just calculated only for our token. Imagine the Daisy token goes to $50 or $100. Then other ones that are coming to stake, to use our platform, that have been giving you free token, all of them, they are, let's say 100 of them come, then you have 100 variation of various free tokens, and they are all rising. Tell me, why will you not create wealth? I can only say this: join today, take position, let's make this happen together. With these few words of mine, how do I join? Download Tron link, fund it. If it's possible, go beyond the lowest, because your like I said, your $100 can give you $5,000 at $5 listing. But I've just shown you the numbers, what the numbers look like. Why don't give you the chance? Increase your chances of winning. Get a sign-up link from whosoever invited you. Fund, secure your spot, fasten your seatbelt, and let's take a ride of a lifetime. What's next? Get back to the person who shared this with you. They get you started. The next move right now is on you. Like I always end my meeting by saying that the capacity to earn is a gift. The ability to earn is a skill, but the willingness to earn is a choice. I was sharing this with a friend yesterday. We were just sitting checking all various projects, 6 months, 7 months, 6 months, 7 months. If you see the values, how they are jumping, how can $26 jump to 600 and something? Guys, it's the willingness to earn. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land in 2021. So that's it for us from me tonight. And I want to appreciate everyone that have joined us. Thank you so very much for being a part of this. Let's change the trajectory of how our 2021 ends. Thank you very much, and God bless you.